All right, welcome back. That, of course, Nickelback, Comcast On Demand, and yeah, we're working with the Keystone Mountain Lake Regional Council of Carpenters today. Thousands are headed here for work because of Royal Dutch Shell, the commemorative cup now available at the Brighton Hot Dog Shop, brightening your day since 1959. My buddy Rick Okreshevsky is actually going to be at the Community College of Beaver County later today as they continue to work alongside people such as the Community College of Beaver County in creating future opportunities for graduates in the industry that he is so proud to be a part of, the Keystone Mountain Lake Regional Council of Carpenters, and of course that Shell petrochemical plant. You cannot say enough about the continuing education in this region, and of course talking about my son Robbie now, a freshman at Penn State Beaver, where he will be attending for the next 4 years, cyber security. They do great work there. They too working to help these young people secure jobs in Beaver County to build a brighter future. So very proud of what they're doing at Penn State Beaver as well. My son graduated from Quigley Catholic, and they're getting ready to celebrate their 50th anniversary. Former teacher there, now our Honorable Bishop David Zubik of Pittsburgh, is going to be holding a mass later this month at St. Mary's, Stanwyck Street in downtown Pittsburgh to celebrate that very special occasion. United States Postal Service here earlier today. Hey, cash back is what the Visa card, AAA Central, is all about. You could get one of these. Now, this is not the real thing, but you can get one, AAA.com, or stop in at one of your many offices in the region. Also from the great United States Postal Service today, it's the Clipper magazine. I love my coupons. Palm, see that right there, Green Garden Plaza? That's a Brazilian steakhouse that those steaks will melt in your mouth. Clipper magazine is here. Now, headlines. Irma, all of Florida, the governor, everyone saying state of emergency as it braces for potentially a catastrophic hurricane with winds of up to 185 miles per hour. CBS Radio, the award-winning KDK Radio Newsroom, with details throughout the day. First, the Trump administration was putting an end to DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, a program that gave almost 800,000 young undocumented immigrants protection from deportation. A big backlash from all sides, even former President Barack Obama speaking out. Meanwhile, the president, well, he took to Twitter saying he'll revisit it if Congress doesn't legalize it. Nikki Haley laying out a plan for the U.S. to get out of the Iran nuclear deal. The police officer who was caught on video forcefully arresting a nurse in Utah for refusing to allow law enforcement to draw a blood sample from a patient has been fired from his part-time job as a paramedic, this according to the AP. Detective Jeff Payne also put on paid leave by the Salt Lake City Police Department. Ezekiel Elliott, 6-game suspension for violating the league's personal conduct policy, has been upheld by an arbitrator. Little entertainment news. Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx announcing that, yes, they are a couple. So congratulations to those two folks. And Sir Sean Connery was seen taking a stroll in New York. He won an Academy Award back in 1988 for Best Supporting Actor in The Untouchables. He, of course, Bond, as in James Bond, a very healthy-looking 87. Love that guy, big part of my childhood. And forget about Bond. I've loved him in just about everything he's done. He's an incredible actor, great human being who's done a lot of good stuff in his native Scotland and, of course, worldwide. Daniel Craig, though, coming back as Bond. They're calling it Bond 25. Reports of him quitting the Secret Service and getting married. Tony Orlando in Vegas with friends and family of Jerry Lewis celebrating the entertainer's life. TCM Labor Day, Ben Mankiewicz, an incredible day looking at the incredible work of Jerry Lewis. What I saw, fantastic. So thank you, Jerry Lewis, for a life of entertaining all of us. Speaking of entertainment, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but you know how much I love the Cinemark Center Township here, right? Well, the Hitman Bodyguard continues to get real good reviews and making a lot of money at the box office, starring Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson along with the beautiful Selma Hayek. Wind River also there, Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen, and Graham Greene, who's always been one of my favorite actors. I remember him in Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner. Annabelle is there. Leap is there. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, with the great Ricardo Montalban as the evil villain, along with Leonard Nimoy, the great late Leonard Nimoy, and William Shatner. Dunkirk, war story of epic proportion, continuing to do very well and teaching the world about a very special time in our country's history and a relationship with a great place that is the United Kingdom. Wonder Woman, Despicable Me 3, the emo movie is also there. Now, September movies. Home Again, Reese Witherspoon doing very well, looking lovely and as talented as ever, Reese Witherspoon. And Goon, Last of the Enforcers, starring a guy who I have loved for years, from the American Pie trilogy, Sean William Scott, Flat Out Funny, and the great Liev Schreiber. Of course, the voice of NFL Films, All Access, Boxing, HBO, and he does everything that's great on Ray Donovan, which took a hiatus in the midst of their season last Sunday. I was looking for it and finally gave up. But they'll be back this week, Showtime, 9 o'clock Sunday night. American Made, my man Tom Cruise is coming back now September 29th. Bucks rally for their fourth straight win as Max Moroff and David Freese delivered singles off of Carl Edwards Jr. in the eighth. Bucks beat the Cubs 4-3. They're 67-72, 8.5 out in the race. They take on the Cubs again tonight. Garrett Cole gets the start. A little after 7, 93-7 the Fan. Jack Zarinzik and Chris Mack. Speaking of Big Mac Daddy, he's got himself a new podcast called Nobody Asked Me. So check it out. Link into it on his Facebook page. And congratulations to my longtime friend E.J. Brigetti and his lovely wife, welcoming into the world 9-pound baby boy, Connor Scott Brigetti. Is he a future linebacker with the Pitt Panthers? So congratulations to them. Now, what are we doing tonight at the club at Shadow Lakes? University of Pitt grad, former Lady Panthers basketball player, attorney at law, married to my friend Tony Sinatra, Beth Tarazzi, running on the Democratic ticket for Congress. We're going to be talking to her tonight about the education system. Funding, definitely a main problem. The media, are they focusing on the real issues? And what does she believe that they are in Washington? Terrorists, North Korea, roads and bridges, building up our local economy, the family, middle class, manufacturing, and more. That's with Beth Tarazzi coming up tonight at the club at Shadow Lakes. And a fellow Pitt alum, Sally Shearer, I'm sure she's going to have a few things to say about this Pitt-Penn State matchup this weekend, right? At Happy Valley at 3:30. You can hear it on 93.7 The Fan. More on that tomorrow night at Legacy Studios with Greg Diolis. But we're going to be talking to her about a number of things, including Ruth Pabilski, who's a Beaver Falls native who recently passed away at the age of 90. She graduated from Beaver Falls in 1949 is when she graduated from Slippery Rock Health and Physical Education for 40 years at IUP. She started out at Butler and ended up at IUP in 1955 and has done so much to advance women's athletics. And you know how much I am a supporter of women's athletics. You're going to hear her amazing story tonight from Sally Shearer. And Sally is also going to be talking about the Western Pennsylvania Amateur Floorball Tournament at the Indiana Country Club. By the way, deadline for that to sign up is September the 11th, and that tournament will be held on September 26th. It's a 4-ball stroke play. We'll get all the information from Sally Shearer coming up later tonight. Folks, I got to get to work, and then I got to get to work. Have yourself a great day. We'll talk to you later tonight from the club at Shadow Lakes.